The license. Much speculation in the last couple of weeks about the license. Much noise in the industry about the license in the last couple of days. And let's reflect on this a little bit. Why did we do this? Why did we proceed with the license that we chose? The optimization points for the release of Java in open source form were around a couple of points. We wanted to maximize adoption and distribution, and so having a license that would drive the ready distribution and sort of impedance match with other programs throughout the world was very important. We wanted to drive compatibility as well, and so choosing a license rather that is compatible with doing everything visibly in the marketplace, ensuring that all of the work of others can be shared uniformly, that there is no going off and running and hiding with the technology, is important to ensure that as it's all visible, it is most likely to be compatible. Right? And then finally, developers. Developers are very focused on certain license qualities, and rather than differentiate, there are times to differentiate, and there are times to go with the norm and the well understood. And we wanted to adopt a license that has the qualities I just cited, and at the same time ensure adoption by people, addressing people's comfort level, the mental level of I'm familiar with this, I know the qualities and properties of a license like this, and so we chose. And in fact, there have been some polls on the web on ZDNet and others, and in fact there seems to be general consensus that this was the right thing to do. More than 70% of folks in this in particular poll in particular felt that the choice of license was the right way to go. So without any further ado, let's just bring the slide up here and tell you that this is the final answer. We have chosen the GPL v2 license. It is the most current version of GPL v2. We're very active with the open source community in the definition of v3, and we'll continue to look at the evolution of the license going forward. But for now, this is what is out there. This is the license that is compatible with Linux. It is the one that's most familiar, and it has doubtlessly the property of enabling the distribution of Java technology as widely as possible because it's compatible with the world's largest transport system, that is Linux, of open source technology. So I've told you what it's going to be. I want to spend a little bit of time bring to you a little vignette about an individual in the industry who needs no great background, but I will just spend a minute on it. So there's an individual in the industry who is first and foremost the name associated with open source. He has been the strongest advocate for many years in driving the understanding of the value of the open source program. And in the past, in the context of the licensing and distribution plan for Java, he has had some issues. And I published a paper called The Java Trap. And, we've taken a long, hard look at that and respect the perspective there. But with today's announcement, I think you'll see a bit of a change. So without any further ado, I'd like to present to you Richard Stallman on video.
The GNU General Public License is the most popular and most widely used free software license. The special thing about this license is that it's a copyleft license. That is to say, all versions of the program must carry the same license. So the freedoms that the GNU GPL gives to the users must reach all the users of the program. And that's the purpose for which I wrote it. It'll be very good that the Java Trap won't exist anymore. It'll be a thing of the past. That kind of problem can still exist in other areas, but it won't exist for Java anymore. I think Sun has, well, with this contribution, have contributed more than any other company to the free software community in the form of software. And it shows leadership. It's an example I hope others will follow.
Yes.